Hello. The last one of the townie makeovers that I did was Don Lothario, and I thought before I even could get to the Calientes, it was time for the Goths. I've kind of been putting them off for a while because I don't think I can do justice to the level of nostalgia The Sims 2 Bella Goth brought, or the disappointment that The Sims 3, and by The Sims 4, The Sims 3 was its own level of disappointment for the Goths, so we can talk about that later. But I'm sorry, what is this? And what is this? And also, what is this? It's just, it's not giving any of the life that I want it to. And I thought about it long and hard, and I decided, you know what? They tried their best. They made their own version of the Addams Family, but I just don't think that it is what it is meant to be. So we have two options we're gonna go with here. I feel like since in this version of them, she's a bit older, their kids are definitely the wrong age. I think I'm just gonna scrap them and start over from the beginning once we get the ones we like down. So we're gonna focus first on Bella and Mortimer here. And I'm thinking we either go like older goth mommy, or we go like super cute, like round-faced, sweet kind of goth, if that makes sense. If you look up other people's versions of Bella Goth, I think it might. I don't really know that I want to do that, so I'm going to go with the first option first, and if I just absolutely fail, then we will fix it from there. And in order to do that, I might just like take the hair off her face so I can work on facial structure first, and then we will figure out the hair in a moment. I do know, since I am kind of going more like Elvira than I am the Bella Goth you all know and love, we're gonna use these eyebrows. Trust the process here. I don't promise it's gonna be good, but I do think it can be better than it is right now. The cheekbones, I think, work, to be honest. I just almost want to give them some more definition. I feel like she would have lost her baby fat by now. Not that everybody does, but you never know. And then the chin just kind of like, I don't know. The jaw definitely is messed up. I feel like she would have a round jaw just based on the rest of her features. So we're going to go for that aim here. I don't know why that neckline is an option. I don't appreciate it. I don't want it here. I think I'm like trying to figure out which of these actually shapes out to be rounder. I don't think any of them. Probably this one. I know that that only makes sense to me, so don't worry about it too much. And then the lips, I don't know. I have a lot of opinions about The Sims 4 lips. I don't understand how no frown actually ever looks good, because lips are always turned up a little bit, but I feel like we can do a little better than what they started with. I think just giving like a little more of a pout might definitely be a good way to go. And then while we're in here, I will go and change the eyes. I'm thinking probably less of a double lid, if that makes sense. Or more if we just put it all the way in. I think I can work with these. I definitely want to keep the sort of almond siren eyes that she had going. I just don't think that the eye shape they picked really works for that. And I hate the lashes, but we will deal with them not right now, basically. So I think if I pull this a little bit more, I can get more of the eye that I want. But I'm not 100% sure, and honestly, I wing it for every single one of these videos, so we will just deal with the consequences as we go along, per our usual, and then we'll just try to get an eye height that looks good. It'll look so much better, I promise, probably, hopefully, when we actually fix the hairstyle that we've currently got going on. I just want one of the noses that's not like so ridiculously blocky looking. So I think I will probably go with this one, but we'll see how it turns out. I also think that at some point a couple of her features got moved in or out the wrong direction, and you can kind of tell for Sims when they smile that this is the problem. But for now, I'm gonna have to go like one of these ways. I don't know which one, so let's go get the hairstyle first. I have a couple options that I was considering. So I definitely think we could do the whole, is it that one? The whole high-haired look, where the top of the head just gets kind of this bump that's very I don't know what era that is, but that basically. Or I was thinking we could go for that one long hair that's just completely behind the ears, which I think is this one. I don't think that turned out the way I thought it would go, so we're going to go back. We'll do the bomb to hair a little bit more. Actually, I almost feel like this one kind of works. We're just going to have to fix the clipping. So this is kind of what I meant by more old school goth mom or mommy. I don't even know what the correct term is, and I don't think I want to, so I'm kind of glad I don't. But yeah, and as long as we get the eye height right, I think this one should work. And then we also got a Blast from the Past dress that's meant for Bella Goth, so I was thinking definitely that direction. Alright, now the nose can go down, which means the lips can go up, which means the chin can also go. It's not going to let me make it smaller than that. Alright, I'm going to work with that for right now. I know I've sort of gone a little too caliente here, but let's just see how it goes once we get makeup fixed. Or I guess outfit, since this is what I've chosen. Okay, so there is not that one, not that one, not that one. Am I losing it? Did I pass it? Okay, that one's actually, though, a legitimate option. And probably too long. But I was thinking the one we actually just got. Why am I losing my mind here? You know what? I am. And I don't have the brain capacity to fix it. So let's just go into event rewards. There we go. Alright, so that one's obviously better. I don't know who thought that jewelry needed to be this ridiculously oversized for her to look wealthy. This one would do just fine. And that means... Oh, she doesn't have any jewelry on. She doesn't even have a wedding ring or nails. Oh, I must have taken them off by mistake somehow. I'm sure it happened at some point. I feel like vintage glamour stuff would definitely work here, as well as any of the stuff from Life and Death, since we're going very, very goth. I just don't know how... Not that goth, right? Like, that can't be it. So we'll go back for this one. Although... No. We're gonna go back for this one. The everyday look should be very, like, rich and hoity-toity. We know our choices here. We know our character. What even? No. Okay. Not that bad. Probably definitely the pear-shaped ring. Okay. Well, we've got something working for us. These shoes are atrocious, so we're just gonna go ahead and pop on some nice, regular, normal, tall heels here. And then we're going to work with the body shape since we're already in it. And I think I know she was definitely a lot smaller in The Sims like 2, but I think just like the Va-Va-Voom is the better way to go. And if you'd like to prove me wrong, you can do so in the comments. So we're just going to up all of the proportions that we need to. Maybe not quite that much. I'm gonna get the shoulders wrong. I always do. And I will come back and fix it. And then I think the neck can definitely go smaller. There we go. Alright, it's looking a lot better. Let's fix the makeup. I think the makeup honestly is going to be a big part of getting her back to that little goth look that she deserves. The cheeks are what they are. I almost feel like since we've done this to these cheeks, we could we could emphasize just a little bit until, there we go. You can't tell too much what's going on. Hold on, what even did that change? Oh, I took off the underline. That's not what I wanted to. The waterline is definitely helping here. Alright, lips then. I think I want to go darker. I think part of the problem is that they just went a little too light on the goth, and they could have done better there. And I know that I wanted pouty, but we don't need to give her lip fillers. It's not the look we were trying for. In a little more and down. There we go. Still kind of lip fillery, but also like, I know people who have lips that look like that, so I'm fine with it. Alright, so definitely looks more like the mom version that I was going for. Let me just fix a couple things here. I'm happy with it, but let's see once I come back to it in a second. Oh my gosh, Mortimer, why did they do this to you? Mortimer has never had a good look. So let's just all take a moment of silence for that. And then let's fix him, because that's what we're here to do today. So the eyes are obviously the first part of the problem. I'm actually not even going to start with the eyes. I'm going to start with the face shape. So, no. Although obviously that's what they used originally. I've changed the skin tone here. Oh, this is... Why are these the default faces? Alright, we're going to go back. I'm going to do this myself. No, 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 no. Oh, yes. It basically just looks like one. Okay, alright. We can do this. I believe in us. Let's start with the hair. The man should obviously be salt and pepper. That was their first mistake here. This chin is gigantically large. And not even in a nice way. The jawline is decent. I think the neck is a little too large. I can work on that in a second. He's pointy, but not in the right kind of pointy ways, especially since he's not even a vampire. I also, hear me out here, there's definitely magic in Bella's family. I feel like Spellcaster should have been the right choice here. And Mortimer Goth, I feel like some kind of vampire has to end up in the bloodline. So, I feel like when we get to Alexander, it should be either like not completely prominent or just like there for the genes, if that makes sense. And then we'll go back and work on this. The eyebrows are I understand the bushy like thing that they had going on. They're just not doing this man any favors. So I'm gonna do my best here, but they've just stretched everything out so much that who even knows if I'll get him back to a normal looking sim. And honestly, I kind of appreciate that the EA gives us not normal looking sims. It's just part of the way they're coded and should be coded. So it's an EA coded sim, so I'm going to fix him into my kind of sim. And that's just like the joy of this game, isn't it? So let's just take off all the lines for a second so I can see what I'm working with. Okay, the eyes are too big here. The whole eye shape is wrong, but let me just see if I can mess with it into what I want it to look like, or if I'm going to have to change the eyes in general. No, he looks like Mr. like Pee Wee Herman, not Mr. Bean specifically, but like... You know what I mean? Does that make any sense to anybody? Okay. I know these eyes are normally used for a different type of sim, but I do kind of wonder if I can adjust them almost into what I'm hoping... Oh, excuse me, wrong direction. Into what I'm hoping for. Or not. No. Man's gonna be cross-eyed if I do this. Okay. We're gonna find one. I feel like that fixes part of the brow problem that we were having. Were these the original eyes he had and I've just come back full circle? I have no idea at this point. At least it helped me figure out what was happening though, so I will give it that. Alright, I think that might be fine. I do have one reference photo for kind of what I'm going for. And yeah, that's definitely part of it. I think if we can pull this down a little bit more and then this... back in a little bit more. I wish you could... Can you turn eyes? I can never remember. Yeah, there we go. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, and then we gotta find the right spacing here. I don't even know if this man's head shape is what I want it to be, so we'll deal with that. But that should be okay for the eyes. Ears are way too big. Way too big. Excuse me? Absolutely not. The nose is probably what I want. I'm just going to ignore that this is literally a triangle and pretend it doesn't exist. I do know that, like, the thin shape was a purposeful thing. It's just like, what is this? What is this? Come on. At least do it with these lips if you're going to. It's fine. We all know it's a thing. But it doesn't have to be that exaggerated, you know? You know? Okay. Alright, so now I've just got to get, I think, down. Yeah. We're getting somewhere here. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. I'm actually going to change his facial hair. I feel like I understand the mustache is iconic, but there are other mustaches in game. This one included. Do we want salt and pepper? Kind of, actually. Not going to lie. It makes him look a lot better. Alright, and now I have to deal with the fact that the eyebrows don't actually look like that when they move them. So, down. I think down is definitely going to be our way to go here. Oh, that's as far down as they go? Are you kidding me? Oh, there we go. Well, that's not quite the same thing. Almost. It's almost what I want. Let's see. Out a little more. No. Well. Alright, let's step back for a second here. Now we have to deal with hair. I don't hate his original hairstyle. I don't think it's the right one, but it does kind of look good with the way that he was made, so we'll try everything else. I do think that's probably more likely, like something with gel in it, but which one is now the question. Definitely not too... Oh, I forgot I made him a vampire. That was probably a mistake. I feel like it's going to be this one. I know myself pretty well. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to have to add our good old face details back because we know this man is older than Bella. Not vampire brows, thank you kindly. Just regular old lines, if you mind. Not the nasal that extreme. Okay, that's fine. Even that might be better. I don't understand why eye bags have to be a permanent, like, adult feature in The Sims, but it's fine. We will deal with it. I think that's it. Okay. And then the suit is the suit. I just want to see if there are any better suits. Also, sir, you know what? No, come here. Stop being a vampire for a second so that I can deal with your suit issue. Okay. So my goal with the vampire thing is to get it in Alexander, but to have it kind of somehow have skipped Mortimer. Although the immortality might be a nice way to go. And let me just take this man's clothes off. I don't even know what I'm thinking here. Just a little more of a dad bod, if you don't mind. Okay, then we can put this back on and deal with the consequences of our choices. Don't think that much of a dad bod. Posture better. You were raised with wealth, sir. Although, genuinely, for the rest of my life, this shirt choice is going to haunt me. I cannot stop thinking about it. Anyway, moving on. Okay, we can take off event rewards. We can take off red. We are just looking for sets, maybe? Yeah, sets for suits. Sets for suits is a whole other choice, isn't it? I think... Okay, I've definitely messed up the eye placement. That's definitely the problem here. There we go. Okay. Alright. We're doing better here. And then I'm going to have to turn this into a little bit more smoldery. Is that the word? Probably something like that. Mostly just because suits seem to bulk up Sims too much, I'm going to mess a bit with our figure. Also, what the heck is this blue-black shoe? Absolutely not. No. Sorry. This one without some socks? Yeah, I feel like that's a bit better. Alright, hold on. Come here. Your nose is wrong. It's also part of it. I need... detail edit mode. I need this part to go in. Is it not going? Oh, it's already in as much as it can. this out then. Oh no, I've got the eye placed wrong. Really makes you wonder how God created so many humans with attractive features if I can barely do it in The Sims. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go back and look at Bella for a second. Her head's too big. There's a problem I can fix. Okay, much better. Mortimer needs a little more line angling. And his eyes are still wrong. Okay, let's see. Better? Yeah, actually, kind of better. Space too far apart? This is what his children are gonna look like, people. We gotta get it right. Much better. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's give the man a wedding ring. They are stuck together for all of eternity. Unlike Eliza and Bob. That's definitely a good match for the one. Okay, not focusing. Excuse me, game, that's the wrong area to zoom in on. Thank you. Whew. Okay, alright. Alright, we're doing good. Play with genetics, because literally every time Alexander ages up, I have problems with it. I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? This is what our Cassandra is gonna look like when she grows up. Yeah, I think this one will work. Sorry, I had to like mentally add all of the hair features and the likes that I wanted to go for. I don't know how I feel. I do understand. Okay, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure the whole pigtail situation has a slight reference to Wednesday, before Wednesday was even a thing. But at this point in the 21st century, do we need to do it? Do we need to still do it? Are we sure about that? How sure are we about that? Also, dang girl. I don't think we do. But I like, can you even recognize Cassandra without her pigtails? What if we went for a single braid? Or like any of the choices from Life and Death. This is where I'm gonna get real finicky. I think this one might be a good option. Because then you can also do this with it if you wanted to for other looks. But we'll just keep this for the beginning one, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, let me go actually look at what Cassandra is kind of vaguely supposed to look like. She has glasses. And she wears, unfortunately, that. Alright, so like schoolgirl outfit. Is that what we're going for here? We're already halfway there. Except gothic. Black, like, there we go. Maybe? I don't like this sweater, to be honest. It's the wrong one. It's not a good choice. Do we have anything better, though? That's the real question here. Let's see. Thinking about it, it had a... Alright, I feel like that's actually a pretty decent option here. And then I know I messed with genetics, so I wouldn't have to look at the exact same one. But she has to be recognizable, right? Okay. Alright, so you got a little bit more of your father's nose. Your eyes are a little bit too big, sweetheart. Same with your ears. Okay, but you got the nice baby cheeks going. Alright, not bad, right? Not bad at all. Okay. She's a musical prodigy. Nope. And I don't remember these, but I can go back and find them. And then Alexander. One more child. Let's do it. Look, it already picked the right age range and everything. Alright, hold on. We actually do kind of want to look at teen, because that was the whole reason for not choosing the same one that they did. This man has to look slightly good. Like, what is happening and why? This is a teenager. Excuse me? I mean, I know I'm gonna change all the features anyway, but like, at least give me something. Oh, I meant to make some vampire genes go into here. Vampire. Ah, yes, the good old... There we go. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Okay, wait, this is... I can work with this. We can work with this, right? Come here. First of all, get rid of this. I don't hate the beauty marks, but like, there's way too many of them, so let's at least get rid of one. Skin details. We don't need the smile lines. You are not an elder. I do actually kind of like the nasal crease, though. I think if we got rid of these and left the one that matches Bella's, that would be fine. The eyebrows look fine. They're just in the wrong spot on his face. And then the usual chin problem. Okay, alright. We age this child back into a child. We figure out what the heck is happening with the teeth. Oh no. You know what? I do kind of want to give him braces. I feel like he would be cute with braces. We don't do enough for children in The Sims, let's be honest here. Definitely the right hairstyle. He's already doing a great job. And then he was kind of based after that striped shirt thing, right? Alexander Goth. Let me double check here. He's got a polo vest. But tell me, like, the striped shirt Adam's boy wouldn't be correct here. Can we do both? We can do blue and black. I forgot I was going more goth. Is this more goth or is this more goth? Probably that. Give me some nice black pants, please, game. Like, oof, not those. Probably those. He's the smart one, right? Oh, the chained boots and everything. All right, let's give the boy some socks. And he will be done. It's a blue black with a gray. I can't. They're the wrong blacks. Let me just check. Colors. Black. I think this is his original one, right? Yeah. Okay. Alright, we'll let him have it. It's still blue-black, but I like it better than the vest, and it's much more what I remember Alexander Goth to be. I think this is the new one they put him into, actually, come to think of it. And then he's a whiz kid. So I will go get their traits really quick and put them up on the gallery. Let me know how you think I did, and if you would play with these guys. Anyway, also, if you have any suggestions for any other townies, that was the thing. I was like, I know there's one thing I'm supposed to say before I sign off. If you have any suggestions for other townies you want me to do, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Okay, so I forgot a few things, so not quite the end. I did actually go back and add the glasses onto the kids and give the parents, the rest of, actually everyone, the rest of their outfits. So I'll take you through the final product really quick here. This is the one that we already have seen, and then her formal wear, athletic, I might change the hair before I upload her, but otherwise it's good. Sleep, and then a second one because she has to have a robe. There's just no way. I do have a lot of stuff from kits in here, but I think it should be okay because they were literally the Bella kits, so. And then swimwear is this one. Hot weather, we have two options, the nice one and the day off but still wearing heels one, and then the cold weather one. And then for Mortimer, I spruced up his eyes tiny itsy bit, just the placement, but here's his formal, athletic, sleep, party, swimwear, hot weather, so not too different but a little more goth, and cold weather. And then for, I didn't give them their names, Cassandra, I gave one other option in case she's a pants-wearing lady. Formal, athletic, I got her those glasses back in. Sleep, these are the wrong ones to show you, there we go. Party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. And then I actually did change Alexander's hair and gave him his glasses. But here he is, kind of a smart-looking, dapper goth, if that's a thing. Sleep, it just felt like he would wear a turtleneck. You can't prove me wrong. Party, swimwear, hot weather, and cold weather. There we go. I will upload them to the gallery once I fix all of the little tiny things. But thank you so much for staying till the second end as well. Bye!